Play of the game from way down.
True, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bomb's going.
Oh my goodness, the ring! Bomb says Dingo gonna find Rainer.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. Tonight, I am joined by my good friend Recyclic. Welcome, sir. Uh-oh.
Did I get you? Oh, I got you.
Wow.
All right, hi everyone. How are you?
Wow. So, in an unrelated note, I am accepting co-caster applications, in case anybody is interested.
Why me?
Position to be filled immediately. But anyways, welcome Recyclic. You know, we're gonna cast a Division A playoff match here. This was the, let's see, what are they? Quarterfinals, right? I think. I don't think they have, like, I don't know how they, whatever. It's a round where there's 8 of them.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah, quarterfinals and semifinals and finals. Yeah. So this is the quarterfinals between ReGen Retro and Wholesome Halfwits.
Excellent. I know those guys. I know all those guys, kind of. I mean, like, I don't know Wholesome Halfwits as well, but I know of them.
Sure. Both teams have been part of NGS, at least for a few seasons here. So
yeah, they've been around a while.
Yeah. Well, let's take a quick peek here at the maps and the standings. Where are the maps? All right, so I don't know who picked the maps because for whatever reason the uploads aren't quite working. So the first map here is going to be Infernal Shrines. The bands from ReGen Retro were on to Battlefield of Eternity and Brax's Holdout. From Wholesome Halfwits, it was, let's see, it was Cursed Hollow and Sky Temple. And okay, so you're saying that, and that's Aaron, right? Nara is Aaron, if I remember correctly. So I can update that to make that state. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you said Wholesome picked the map. Okay, that would make sense because you guys would have the higher seed. You probably would take first pick.
That's fun.
So speaking of higher seeds, so ReGen Retro sitting at the 3rd place in Division A behind Dread Pirates and Deathwings Hookah Lounge there, that we're both tied with 31 points. Quite a high point total there.
This is a really tight division. It was.
It is. ReGen Retro and Goodbye Forever were tied with 24. ReGen Retro had the tiebreaker there. Then you've got Team Happy Cloud with 23 and Wholesome Halfwits at number 6 with 22 points. Absolutely crazy how incredibly tight the race was in this division. As far as our brackets here, so we're gonna see ReGen Retro versus Wholesome Halfwits. Previously, Dread Pirates versus Minion Miners happened earlier this week. Dread Pirates taking that 2-1, and then Deathwings Hookah Lounge over Beast Coast 2-1. That was a pretty exciting series to watch as well. And then coming up right here at twitch.tv/AeroRG, we are going to see that final Div A game on Sunday, 9:00 p.m. Goodbye
Very
Forever
cool.
versus Team Happy Cloud. So there you go.
Cool.
That's where we stand. That's how we got to who we are today, right now. And I think
It makes us who we are.
yeah. I think we're in a good position that we can go ahead and let me invite you. Let me let's see, create the lobby.
Yeah. Let's
Then I shall invite you, and then we can watch the show.
Crazy concept, but it just might work. All right, accept.
So for the quarterfinals, these are best of 3. But for the semis and for the finals of Division A, it'd be best of 5. So this is a best of 3 series.
Okay. Cool. I really like my windowsill in the background, kind of freaking out on the camera.
That's strange.
That looks really funny. That's actually what it's doing right now, too. Yeah, it's doing that. That's not even the camera.
I wonder if there's a... Let me see if there's a chroma key on there. There might be.
I don't know. Oh, well, now I'm just gone.
Just for a second. There is a chroma key, that's why.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if I can just disable that. There we go. Done! Window fixed!
Oh. Aero, and it fixed over here, too. Crazy. Alright.
Was that... That seemed like it was fast, but maybe they were just moving fast. Okay, turn that off. I'll turn that off. And into the game we go, Repsychic.
Yep, here we are.
Yeah, it did. For a second there, it looked like they were just moving extra fast, but I guess they were just wiggling around. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams. Why don't you take it away with ReGen Retro?
Sure. All right, it's your blue team, ReGen Retro, number 3 seed. They are going to be Johanna is being played by Zammy Bars, not Bears. Deltron on Rhaegar, Aaron on Arthas, Meliodas on Greymane, and Splash on Medivh. Medivh.
All right, and for Wholesome Halfwits on the right, we've got Tanksta on the Blaze, G Money Drums playing the Jaina, Freckle Pants on Tyrande here, Crooked Smile on the Kerrigan, and Dr. Sigelli on the Tyrael. Oh, and let me just say, it feels so good to have my overlays back for replay casting. That replay that I did earlier was not super exciting because of that. But Blaze already sitting up in the top lane here. Now, a couple of these heroes did see some adjustments, right?
Yeah.
Or just, maybe it's just one. Just the Tyrael.
Let me think about this. Tyrael, yes. I think that's it. Yeah, actually.
Okay. So I'm interested to see how Tyrael performs with this comp, right? You've got an engaged tank in the Tyrael. You've got the kind of dive-heavy interest for Kerrigan, like combo, you know, jumping in, hitting a combo. And then you do have the Blaze stun. So could be some pretty interesting combinations coming out here from Wholesome Halfwits.
I like it. I mean, I'm a big fan of Tyrande, number 1, just in general. And I just like, I like Tyrael as a character. I think he's fun to play. And, like, I would love to see him get better. I think that the trait, you know, buff, I guess, it's definitely a step forward, right? Like it makes it like, oh, okay, now it's not necessarily worth it to int, but like it makes it a little more valuable, I guess. So it's something.
Well, it gives it, like you said, it gives you something.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure what we're talking about, there was the buff to his trait that when you hit a hero, it reduces your death timer by 10%. So, you know, at level 20, that's pretty significant, getting a 6-second per hero cooldown reduction.
Yeah. And if you take it with Resurrect, you can die as much as you want, right?
Oh my goodness, indeed. Well, we're going to get a camp invade. Crooked Smile is getting very low, but it's actually Medivh who's going to fall. Combination, the stun combination here is just wicked. I even forgot about the Tyrande. And Zammy Bar is looking like they may fall as well. Oh, just in time with the Iron Skin.
Would you say that it's wicked or is it crooked?
I mean, sure. I mean, I don't think I would say it was crooked 9 times out of 10, but
I like when my teammates play Kerrigan. I, however, think she might be my absolute worst hero. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe. Well, so it's interesting. What I was going to say was that even with all of the stun combination that we have out here from Wholesome Halfwits, then you have Medivh.
You do have Medivh, you have Rhaegar Cleanse, you have Johanna who can just say, nah. You know? I see where you're going. Yeah.
I'm gumming. I'm not that old, wreck. Jeez. Hand me my dentures. Get off my lawn.
Alright, here we go. Medivh's got that portal. It's going to go ahead and just sit there, probably. It's a threatened portal. We've got one of those threat portals.
Well, and he did take the Ravens with that portal as well, so Kerrigan into the backline looking for the Medivh. There's a triple stun coming from Blaze with the follow-up from Tyrande. And now Elun's chosen there onto the Kerrigan. A lot of stuns and damage, but oh, the portal splash is going to fall again. got pulled away from the portal as the portal was disappearing. And that is not a good feeling when you are the master of portals. I don't know. What is he? The guardian of Tirisfal?
Yeah, that one.
Surely he has other names, titles that we're not
Or
given.
monikers.
So down in the bot lane, we've got Meliodas there getting some damage onto this wall. We've got Arthas versus Blaze. This Punisher pulled over the wall is going to take a lot of damage. It's going to fall before this fort goes down. The question is, does Wholesome Halfwits continue to push? And Arthas is here now, but there's the protect onto Rhaegar after that Kerrigan combo. Arthas going in with the Johanna, so they do have the pull in. Greymane now coming up as well. A lot of damage. They're very slow with this Arthas. And Jaina could fall here, but the smite, never mind, she does fall. Tyrande as well. And the portal going away. And coming back in with those Ravens.
Yeah, Medivh got out. That's exciting. But it's not over yet. Oh, yes, it is.
Those moments when you're like, all right, let's keep... Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I get a lot of those. That was fun. Medivh survived the team fight.
Yay! And got 11 stacks. I mean, that's not too shabby out of basically one fight. Yeah. So we do have here the Frozen Wastes for Arthas, so he's going to be able to keep that slow going even when heroes leave. Also, the interesting thing, we've got the Wizened Duelist.
Oh. You don't say.
I mean, I did say.
Well, yeah. How do you feel about that?
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
It's really dangerous, I feel like.
But Aero, you know, we always do the danger play.
The danger play. I mean, they do have the Medivh for the protection, but, I mean, I don't know. If Tyrael goes Judgment, which I don't know if he does, but if he does, they have Stun 1. They have Kerrigan combo. They have Tyrande. They have Jet Propulsion. And then they have Jaina if she goes Ring of Frost or whatever her level 16 is called, if she takes the route. So there are a lot of ways to keep a Greymane locked down.
But there are also a lot of ways to keep them alive.
Yeah.
So it's a catch-22.
It is an interesting, like, I don't know.
You know what? If it works, it works, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you can keep your Greymane alive, and if Greymane is confident, then, I mean, I assume that's the deal here, right? Greymane's like, nah, I got this.
Yeah. Then you know what? I'm all for it.
So we'll see. It is going to be Sanctification along with the Ultralisk. Starfall, we're going to get that Ring of Frost as mentioned, which no surprise with all the CC chain that they have already. And then Combustion, so quite a bit of follow-up onto these stuns here.
Oh, good disengage.
The timing on that smite was perfect so that Tyrael could get away with the polymorph.
Yeah. I'm out of here. All right, here we go. We got another team fight breaking out a little bit there. It's going to be a condemn onto 3 members, but Medivh says, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, and Medivh just provides so much value to your team comp when you're trying to, you know, rotate, when you're trying to deal with these quick engages from the enemy team, or when you're trying to engage yourself. And there it is again. There's the root coming in. This time it's onto Kerrigan. Curse Bullet going out. There's the Sanctification. Big 3 stun there as Arthas is going to fall. The polymorph onto Kerrigan, but it doesn't matter. Master's Touch once again reset. Meliodas barely surviving with the Ancestral, but I don't think it's going to matter. But you know what, Rek? It's okay. Because Wizened Duelist didn't have more than 1 stack.
Oh, no.
So they only lost the 1 stack, so it's okay.
It's not a big deal.
I mean, you don't want to die, but if you're going to die, at least you don't feel as bad if you have, like...
I'm telling you, man, I love me some Sanctification. One of my favorite heroics.
And that was a clutch Sanctification, too. Really set up the play. Second Punisher of the game here for Wholesome Halfwits. This one's a Frozen Punisher. This is a lot more dangerous for ReGen Retro here.
Yeah, and Crooked Smile's looking for something here. Someone she can pull. Who is it gonna be? Alright, well, Punisher's gonna go ahead and punch onto Meliodas, but she finds Deltron instead. And the follow-up just quite not there.
Close, but Toronto was just a moment too late with that lunar flare.
Probably just out of range. But our friends, Wholesome Halfwits, find themselves a bottom fort.
And that's the first fort of the game. The mid fort's sitting about half health. And we have this portal looking kind of dangerous, but it seems to be just a danger awareness. But Dr. Jelly there got polymorphed. And we're going to get a little bit of trait value there, reducing the death timer on Tyrael.
All the way down to 20 seconds. That's pretty good.
I don't even know what the full death timer would be. Probably about 25, 26.
Around there. 25, I'd assume.
Because I think he hit 2. So, what do we got? We got 7 on Master's Touch. Is ReGen Retro going to get in here, invade this camp thanks to that kill onto Tyrael? There's not a whole lot that Wholesome Halfwits can do without having their full squad there. If they can catch somebody isolated, then sure, but if it's a full brawl, they really need that Tyrael there. He provides so much support between his shields, obviously his Sanctification. At 13, his Holy Ground is going to be instrumental in isolating or segregating heroes. Or protecting, right? I mean, putting down a blocking field in the middle of a tight corridor where now only his team can go through it.
Zamy Bars went ahead and intercepted that Sentinel so that Tyrant could not scout out of that camp. I don't know if you noticed that. I really liked that.
It's the little things.
It's the little things that just make me giddy.
All right, well, Medivh making it back out again, sitting at 9 stacks now on Master's Touch. Kerrigan, a little bit over halfway now on Sharpen. Oh, actually, about 2/3 of the way on Sharpen Blades. Looking for the Tyrael. They dive in, but it's Tyrael, so he's gonna just hover away. You ever notice that? He doesn't actually walk. Or else the same thing, right?
Yeah, they float.
But Imperius does.
Well, yeah, he likes to strut. He's a strutter, but here comes a Ring of Frost onto 2 people. Actually, it's going to go ahead and be cleansed, I guess. And Combustion comes out again and splashes once again in danger, maybe making it out. Deltron going down real low. He dies from Blaze. Aaron, are you going to get out? Yes. But I don't think Zamy Bars is going to.
Not unless they can get a good portal here, which just not going to happen. So I think what you saw there was Circle of Protection from Medivh. I don't think they actually cleansed the route. I mean, they may have cleansed one person, but...
You know what? It might have been on Johanna who just...
Yeah, could have been.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think...
Because they also have Arcane Explosion. Circle of Protection plus Arcane Explosion will do boatloads of damage if you can get it target at the right place at the right time.
Absolutely. And you know what? Wholesome Halfwit's looking dominant in this game 1.
So far, indeed. I mean, there's still a lot of structure on the map, though. So, I mean, this is still anybody's game. It's 3 kills to 7. So it's not like this has been super dominant. But yes, they have been isolating and picking up kills every once in a while. But even XP isn't that far off. So you're right. It does look more like this is a Wholesome Halfwits show. But it's still surprisingly close.
It is. And that's kind of the fun of it, right? That's the beauty of Div A.
All right, Greymane and Arthas in the bot. They probably, with this minion wave, can probably get just as much with that Greymane as Top can with the Punisher. The problem is the Punisher's going to be going to a keep here shortly.
And he's got plenty of health, 87%. He's looking mighty juicy, ready to pounce at any moment. Probably going to do so right about now.
Well, there's that pounce onto Johanna. She's got the Unstoppable. Dr. Jelly coming through with the Tyrael. Has that extra movement speed from Smite. But looks like Wholesome Halfwits accepting that they got the keep wall down and pulling back.
Very well.
So they get the fort and some keep damage even.
Yeah. Where I come from, that's called Value Town.
Go on down to Value Town. That said, Medivh struggling with this Master's Touch, sitting at 15 now. Having those two resets earlier really causing a lot of problems for Medivh here.
Boy, is this going to be the old invade? Nah.
So pressure mounting up in the top here against ReGen Retro.
Yep.
So Wholesome Halfwits can be pretty defensive. Like, they've got all the advantage on the map. 2 forts down, so that means they've got catapults in opposite lanes, no less. And that means that they can afford to be a little defensive, patient, and look for isolated, you know, when somebody pulls off. But it's Blaze is the one who's off by himself here, so ReGen Retro coming in aggressively onto this camp. There's the blocking field. Oh, Tyrael.
I love it. And Medivh's in the back getting absolutely pummeled, but there's the cleanse. Okay, Meliodas got rooted by the Ring of Frost, but out he goes thanks to Rehgar. Root onto Zamibar is going to put him in trouble. Can't quite escape now, and here comes the invulnerable from Tyrael. They find themselves a Johanna. Can they find themselves Deltron? No. Maybe. I don't know. You tell me. Yes. No.
Yes. No. What?
No. Yeah. I was like hesitant to say anything else because I kept getting it wrong.
The jukes were real there. Arthas, though, dodging both the Lunar Flare and the Jet Propulsion. But this is a pretty tough position for ReGen Retro, as now this keep is going down. There's the Protect coming out from Medivh, Arcane Explosion getting some value. And once again, using the portals.
Oh, this is a smart portal. I liked that.
That was a great portal. Gave Greymane the opportunity to be able to get away without having to go through the entirety of their team.
Yeah, really beautiful stuff.
So mid camp is getting some pressure here, so that's good. Bot lane is the next Punisher. It's going to be an Arcane Punisher. So at this late stage in the game, these Arcane Punishers can do a pretty significant amount of damage. So I don't expect, you know, if ReGen Retro picks this up, I don't expect that they get all the way to core, but certainly with the wall down in bot, they could get the fort, and, you know, much like we saw earlier on the top keep there, we could see them getting all or most of that keep if they're able to pick it up.
Well, here's the good news for Wholesome Halfwits. They can take this nice and slow if they so choose. They don't have 20 yet, but they've got that pressure mounting top too, so.
Absolutely. And that level 20 isn't far away, though, so...
No, not at all. Actually, it's going to be Zamibar's looking for something back here. And, oh, a nice Crispola on top of Tanksta. Gonna make him go real low, and he's gonna have to back out. No, he can't. Rehgar finishes that kill. And Deltron, or excuse me, Zamibar's goes down right afterward. Deltron in a bit of trouble, too. He's dead. And they're just absolutely pounding this ReGen Retro team. But Medivh maybe gets everybody out. Ooh, I don't think so. Aaron is looking a little worse for wear. And Splash and Aaron, man, should go down next.
And this should be a core call. Maybe not. I guess the safe play is grab the Punisher. I mean, the Punisher gives them a lot of siege potential. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think this is a core call. I agree with this.
I mean, considering they're not here, not at the core, I would agree with you.
Well.
Punisher's coming up soon. Just a few more skeletal defenders. Looks like most of ReGen Retro will be up. I don't know if it's enough. I mean, Johanna, Greymane, Rehgar will be up. They don't have level 20s, although Greymane is doing absolutely everything possible.
And here comes Diane.
Oh, Diane.
Oh, here comes Diane, ready to go and punch this keep to death. Oh, no, he's gonna go ahead and punch Zamibar to death instead.
Yeah, it was a good pull there from Johanna, trying to get the Punisher over there, but just a little bit awkward positioning with the Arthas.
Yeah.
The pull coming out, but not the stun. Here's, oh my goodness, the Sanctification was great, but Kerrigan just walked out of it. Combustion getting so much value, and that's a triple kill. Started with that Combustion, and Johanna now just running around the team, maybe trying to complete that Subdue talent. Can you do it, Zammy Bars? No. Punisher jumping over there onto Medivh, but they're gonna make their way onto the core, right?
Yeah, I think this might be game. One might think.
I don't know, Rek. I'm not sure. It's not over till it's over.
Okay, it's over.
All right. All right, so game 1 going over to Wholesome Halfwits, and that was their map pick. Take a look at these talents, take a look at these stats for a few moments here. Aaron saying, I think it stopped being close here. That was around the time that that top Punisher had gone to the keep.
Yeah. Definitely saw that one. Yeah, I would have to agree.
Overall, the Wholesome Halfwits spreading out their death numbers. No hero dying more than once in that entire encounter.
Not bad.
Excellent.
I do. Excellent. I do like Kerrigan on that map though. I think feel like people just forget about her. Like here, I don't know. So I'm kind of glad to see that. And you know me, I'm big happy to see Tyrael and Tyrande. I just like all of Wholesome Halfwits characters, to be honest. Like I just think it's a fun comp.
Sure. All right, well let's get over here and check out for game number 2.
Okay.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
What are we doing, boys?
My guess would be that with ReGen Retro losing that one, that they probably went first pick. Looks like we're going to Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Totsqua. Amazing.
Okay. Okay, and I did give them their point, so yay, you love to see it. WH really definitely picked Tomb. Okay. Update that. Show the maps here.
Cool.
And then I'll start typing these heroes in as soon as the thing's loading.
Ah, look at this.
If it loads faster than I'm typing, then I'll pause it real quick, just so you know.
Okay.
Which is probably gonna happen.
I'm just trying to look pretty for everyone. Back
Oh,
at
yeah?
home. Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Perfect timing. Love to see it.
Wow. You really love to see it.
All right, here we go. Let's get our teams introduced. So we'll start with the winners here. Wholesome Halfwits. As soon as I hit the button. Go button. Go. All right. We've got Tanksta on Thrall. We got Dr. Sigelli on the Murden. G Money Drums on Jaina. Once again, Crooked Smile on the Sylvanas. And Freckle Pants on Ana. That's over to you, Rek.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you cut out. Okay, so ReGen Retro. It's gonna be Zammy Bars on ETC. Is that how it's spelled? Deltron on Tyrande, Aaron on Leoric, Meliodas again on Greymane, and Splash on Kael'thas this time.
All right, so we'll see. You know, some of these heroes were retained, right? We saw the Jaina, we saw the Greymane. So we'll see how that builds. Otherwise, a lot of differences with these comps.
Yes. Big time.
And there was the Power Slide looking for Thrall, but the Lunar Flare was a little bit behind. Dr. Sigelli on Muradin here. Getting brought pretty low, does have third wind, so we'll be able to heal all of that damage up in just a few moments. And we're going to see Leoric and Greymane in the bottom lane there. Although Greymane now rotating back up to the mid lane, heading up toward the top lane to rejoin the team.
I like it. I like it.
And it looks like right now, at least, Retro's a little bit ahead in their rotations. And in the XP even.
Oh Oh my goodness, did you see that? It was a beautiful stun from ETC on top of Dr. Sujeli on, excuse me, Muradin. Followed up by the Tehran, but Ana managing to get him out nice and clean.
Unfortunately, I missed most of it. It was just on the outside edge of the screen.
Teardrop.
Yeah.
Okay, I explained. I mansplained it to everyone.
There you go. Way to mansplain. So checking in on Thrall and Leoric here. Let's get Aaron a little bit of showtime here.
Show?
Show. SHOW. Oh, let's check up going up on top here. As Dr. Jelly getting right up in the face of ReGen Retro. ETC not even caring. Just like, yo, get out of here.
Kind of trading damage. Oh, that's a beautiful stun on top of Crooked Smile. And a bop back. Gonna go ahead and guarantee that kill.
Yeah, and that was one of those moments that, like, I mean, you just know. You
kind of just know. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do know what you're talking about.
Well, let me finish. You just know that Deltron was like, hey, if you're gonna power slide, let me land my stun.
Oh yeah.
Don't knock him out.
I think you and I have plenty of those.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm assuming that Deltron and Zami have a similar dynamic to Psychic and Aero.
I would actually be. I don't think anyone has our dynamic, my man. I don't think anyone does.
That's probably good for their health.
True.
So Leoric's putting in a lot of work. Already has this bottom tower down almost completely. So the wall is down. Thrall's losing some ground there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of to be expected. Thrall kind of just waits, right? That's his thing. Until he's got the Echo of Elements online, then he can kind of push up a little more. But otherwise, he kind of just waits around, right?
Well, he's also very low on mana, just getting Mana Tide here at level 4, so he's gonna have a little bit of a better time with that. But look at how much damage Thrall's taking. Like, Leoric's right up next to this tower. Thrall's at half health.
Yeah.
And that was, by the way, without the life drain. He already used that.
Ooh, here we go. Another slide. Follow up again by Tyrande, my girl.
And this time the combo went down as, you know, it was supposed to.
Yeah, that way.
You do have a banned skin on the Kael'thas with that Cyberhawk skin.
Ooh.
But it's okay. We're beyond a couple minutes. Nobody's complained, so we're fine.
Yeah. I feel like they changed someone at some point. Was it Diablo's Archangel skin they made?
They did, but it's still banned.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot more noticeable now than it used to be, but it's still a banned skin.
Okay.
So,
I was just curious. I'm not gonna question the ethics of banned or unbanned skins. Here we go. Another power slide into Lunar Flare into death. These combos coming out from ReGen Retro are much better. It seems like these teams flipped over.
They did.
Entirely. Yeah.
They absolutely did. The CC chain went, well, at least the stun chain went from Wholesome Halfwits right over to ReGen Retro. A little bit different setup, but it's, I mean, you've got ETC Power Slide, you've got Lunar Flare, and you got Gravity Lapse.
Yeah, tons of stuns. Stuns on stuns on stuns. And we've been seeing it pretty repeatedly here.
I mean, I do have to say that so far, ReGen Retro has had a stunning performance with their combos.
Nice. I'm gonna tell Lulu that one, and she's gonna get nice and angry, and then you're not gonna be friends anymore. Did
Aero just make a pun and he really liked it? What a jerk. Thrall, though, is getting the rotation on. And I was going to say might be able to make it out, but then Greymane was like, hey, I got this wall I can dive onto.
Yeah.
And then Thrall not so much. Yeah. Look at how many gems, by the way. That was 30 plus gems that Thrall just dropped there. So that was a huge play by
I can feel Zulkin turning over in his sleep.
Turn in your 3 gems.
Yeah, turn it. No, I'm not even joking. I will turn in that 1 gem. If I am rotating, I will turn it in. I don't care.
ReGen Retro here sitting at almost level 10. Basically a full level ahead right now of Wholesome Halfwits. So looking very strong in this game so far. See if they can continue once both teams have their level 10s. They're coming in for this camp invade, and now they've got those level 10s. Perfect timing. No chance for Wholesome Halfwits to even mount a counter to that. They just pulled off. There was no health on the camp, and that was the end of it. What do you think of these ultimates, Rek?
Well, let's see. Starfall, big yes. Mosh Pit, big yes. But let's actually talk about this real quick, though. The big CC coming on to Muradin again. They don't care that it's Muradin. They want to kill him. What else do we got? Pyroblast? Okay, I guess. Yeah, I like him. I'm chill with this.
Well, that's going to be the first keep down under 7 minutes into this game. Bottom fort went down as well. And I'm pretty sure the top fort's about to fall in just a second.
Yeah, one might think so. But
okay, it'll fall in about 45 seconds after this boss is picked up.
Yeah, the big old boss play.
Yeah, but not only is it boss play, take a look, Rek. They have enough for another turn-in.
Oh, they do. But you know what? I think Wholesome Halfwits is going for it right now. They gotta know that ReGen Retro's on boss, so they're just gonna turn in now while they can.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
my
they
guess.
definitely know because they saw the owl come out, right?
Yeah. The old oopsie owl. Done plenty of those in my time.
So boss is going to secure this fort for sure, but the web weavers, they'll be able to push back on this. So it's not going to get the keep, but it does pretty much guarantee that ReGen Retro has the opportunity now to fully clear the rest of these web weavers pretty much unassaulted.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what they're doing in mid. I expect them to rotate bot.
Yeah, you know, it kind of nullifies. I was gonna say nulligates for a second there. Caught myself. Kind of nullifies the push here from the web weavers, but you know, maybe that's just simply what Wholesome Halfwits wanted. You know, let's get this push going. Let's just make sure they don't get too much boss value and try to find something with our Sylvanas. And
this is a pretty significant web weaver. I mean, it's got a massive wave with minions and its web weaver, whatever those are called.
Spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they are just called spiders.
Let's see if I can find out. They are actually called spiders. Well done. Wow.
Just spiders.
Wow.
Kill that thing. It's a spider. No.
They're not even spiders. They're like six-legged creatures.
They're like little men, yeah. I don't know. But they're spiders, so...
Awkward.
It's a little awkward. How would you feel on this map if you visited this map, Aero? You a fan of spiders?
I mean, I don't care about spiders.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't hang out with a full, you know, house full of tarantulas, you know?
No ranchos, you know.
I wouldn't likely, you know, sit around and let one just crawl all over me, but...
I might. I don't know.
Like, spiders and I, we got a healthy friendship going on. And it's the kind of friendship like, kind of like you and I have, Rek, where we're friends, but we absolutely never see each other.
You're killing me. All right, look, there's a core going. A core. Oh my god, I keep calling them cores. Keep going down top lane. That's bye-bye. And we got Tanksta in a whole lot of trouble. There's an Entomb coming on top of him, and a Mosh Pit followed up by a Starfall, and it's just death upon death. Except, actually, ATC goes down. Melioda's mega low. He's going to have to run away. I don't think ReGen Retro can end now.
I don't think so either. They got the kill onto Murden, though. Cricket Smile was pretty low, but there wasn't anybody there to finish the job, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it's just a 1 for 2 there. But I mean, ReGen Retro got all the value. They got top keep. Obviously, mid keep went down earlier. They didn't get any core damage itself, but I mean, every structure you get down, especially on a map like this or on Alterac Pass, makes it that much easier for the next web weaver when they come in.
Mm-hmm.
And ReGen Retro, even with the death of ETC, still able to pick up their own bruiser, the siege camp. They're level 16, and they're going to come in and get the aggressive bruiser camp here. And this is a lot of pressure, and then also to have 20 spell armor on top of it. I mean, they might push for the game here with that talent advantage.
Maybe. We'll see.
It's looking like
definitely
no.
a push for keep. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got the siege camp, so they can push for this keep. It'll still provide a lot of value.
It's advantage ReGen retro. Yeah. We were trying to find something there. Everyone kind of scattered away though, so you couldn't get a good entomb.
Well, aside from that, I think he was using that ominous wraith.
Yeah. For sure. Earthquake goes out. Aaron in a little bit of trouble now. Gets stunned by Murden.
And Leoric, once again, using that ominous wraith to reduce the damage of everybody, is going to pull back. And ReGen Retro picks up the bottom keep now. So all 3 keeps down. ReGen Retro turning in their gems here. So they'll have 49 out of 60. So still pretty close. But we see them rotating up, and this is a great call here. They see the boss coming up right now. It's kind of cool watching it come out of its...
Yeah. You wanted to come out and play.
Yeah. All right, so Tyrande has thrown out the owl, so they get the vision. They know that they're here. Murden, the only one here, pops that Stormbolt, so he doesn't have that now. ETC's going to get the knockback, stun as well. The Lunar Flare coming out. They might even be able to... Holy cow, they chunked that down hard. But ETC does hit the mosh pit. The sleep coming out, though. Boss is not complete. It is going to get picked up now. Leoric's going to entomb to make sure that the team can do it. Ominous Wraith going out, trying to just slow down the damage. So that is 2 kills for the boss.
I big liked that entomb. I really liked it. No one could get through, and Leoric kind of just conceded there, like, you can't get through. I'm gonna die. Like, you can't come in.
I mean, I feel like this isn't enough for ReGen Retro to end.
I don't think so either. I actually don't think so.
But there's not a ton they can do on the map. I mean, anywhere else that they go is really pushed out. They do have Leoric now, so I mean, maybe he does try to find an entomb here. They do have a lot of potential kill pressure here.
Yeah, look at that. Not even breaking shields.
Clearly the boss needs a lesson in how to deal with shields from Varian. You know, if that boss had Shattering Throw, that core would have just taken 100% of its health in one shot.
That would be awful.
All right, so ReGen Retro now back as 5, heads down to the siege camp. Wholesome Halfwits still hasn't even gotten a fort. This is quite the turnaround from game number 1. Let's take a look at their XP numbers here. How does that look? Mercenary, oh my goodness, mercenary camps, 0 XP. Wholesome Halfwits haven't been able to get that either. This is quite the struggle here.
Yeah.
7 kills to 3. I mean, they have gotten some kills, but I mean, mostly those were the plays where Retro didn't seem to necessarily care if they lost somebody. They, you know, got their objective, they got their keeps. And here it is. Jaina,
there it is.
all by herself. Was she hearthing, did you see?
She was hearthing, had maybe half a second left, but she was scouted by Deltron. Like, she didn't land the Sentinel, but scouted out, and Zami Bars just went for it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I caught the kill. I just didn't know how they... If she was hearthing
Sentinel.
beforehand.
I'm telling you, man, those Sentinels.
Crazy. So it looks like bottom lane is going to get cleared up pretty quickly. There's no Jaina, so the threat is reduced. You still have Sylvanas and Thrall, though. So, I mean, a stun from Muradin plus a root, and somebody could just find themselves dead.
Yeah, in an instant, no less. No 20s either, so...
But that is coming up very soon. And there goes the Web Weavers.
Yeah.
This is it. This is Wholesome Halfwits looking for their pre-20 fight, trying to find somebody that they can lock down. But they're too late, and there's 20, so they are going to pull back now. And I don't know that there's much they can do. I mean, Retro has enough to turn in. They have level 20s now, and their lanes are really pushed up.
This is one of those moments where you know it's kind of beginning of the end there, so you got to just do it. There goes the Entomb on top of Thrall. It's going to go ahead and secure that kill. ETC dies again, and root onto Aaron as well, but it's Dr. Sajeli going down, not shortly after Jaina. Oof, GG's being called.
Yeah, I don't ever have chat on. I always turn it off just in case.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I'm here, I guess.
There you go. I'm assuming those are GG's from Wholesome Halfwits.
Yeah.
Okay. Just make it sure.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, well, that is going to be the core following. ReGen Retro coming back. Evening up the score now 1-1.
Okay. All right.
Taking a look at these stats. So 11 kills to 4. ETC, the feeder over here, Zammy Bars, putting on quite the beef display.
Please don't ever say beef display again, okay? Please.
I feel like ETC throwing out just a whole table of burgers and steaks in this game.
There we go. Much better.
Oh, man. We have some good times over here.
We do have a lot of great times.
All right, so Psychic. Your Wholesome Halfwits. The score is evened up. You're the number 6 team. Do you choose first pick or map pick? And keep in mind this game was played yesterday, so this is on the most recent patch.
I personally like map pick better. Just personally. It's just... I feel like I have more control. Drafting wise, yeah, alright, you give up the first pick. You don't get that character you really, really want, but... You know, or you might not get the character you really want, I should say. But, you know, I don't know. I like to go in with a strategy, like an idea of what I should be doing, you know? So I personally prefer map pick.
All right, so if you've played these 2 games, Infernal Shrines,
okay,
and then Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, the 2 most often picked from last season, at least. Where would you want to go based on what you've seen in these games so far? What would you see as the next likely pick? And if it helps, I'll tell you that Braxis and Battlefield were banned, and Cursed and Sky Temple were banned.
And Sky Temple, okay. And was Cursed banned as well?
Yes, Cursed and Sky Temple were banned.
Got it, okay. I'd guess Alterac, honestly. I would probably see an Alterac game. Am I correct in this assumption?
You are not.
Okay. Well. BOE.
Banned.
Was banned. Really great at listening.
Yeah, that's 2 out of 4 that you asked if they were banned now, so.
I don't know, my man. Just tell me. Volskaya.
Volskaya would be a good guess. It's incorrect. We are actually going to at least one of my favorite maps.
Oh. Towers. It's
Towers of Doom.
Towers
There
of
you
Doom.
go.
I got it. That was my first guess.
It was your first guess.
That was my first.
Don't worry, everybody. Don't rewind.
Don't rewind. Don't ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Don't hit the back button. Don't go back and try to figure out.
I didn't say anything else at all.
Any of those other maps that were considered. All right, we're good.
Aaron says ReGen Retro picked this map, not Wholesome Halfwits.
Sounds about right.
I want to see Diva. Show me Diva.
No Diva. Sorry, buddy.
Diva.
I know you love your Diva.
I know.
All right, so Towers of Doom. And we know this can be absolutely, like, thrilling of a map. And given the games that we've just seen, I mean, we often see where we have one team that is, you know, dominant in one game, then the next and the next, and then the third game is just stupidly close. So I'm looking forward to this one. Why don't you take it away with our winners from last game?
Sure, winners from last game. That would be ReGen Retro, your blue team. All right, Blaze is being played by Zammy Bars, Deltron on Tyrant, Aaron going to be playing Rexar this time, Meliodas on Jaina, and Splash on Raynor. Going to do splash damage.
All right, we got Wholesome Halfwits over here on the right, the red team. We got Crooked Smile on Sonya. We got G Money Drums on Li Ming, Tanksta on the Falstad, Freckle Pants on the Anduin, and Dr. Sigelli back onto the Tyrael. Worked out really well for them in game number 1, so we'll see how that works out in this one here. So we got Falstad hanging out in the solo lane for now, at least. Has the fly, so can certainly get into and out of danger quickly. Hopefully out of danger. Now, interestingly enough, we do see Falstad here going into that Seasoned Marksman. With the change not that long ago, about, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, I've definitely seen that picked up more, but Crooked Smile getting brought
I think
really
it was back
low.
in November, actually. Season
Was it?
Marksman.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose you're right. It's probably been a little bit longer.
You know why? I was on a train. That's how I remember. I was on a train when the patch notes came out.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Were you on a train to New York City?
It was. It was. I was. It was in the subway. It was a good time.
There you
Murdo
go.
was there.
Indeed. That's why
So, yeah.
I guessed that.
Haha. But yeah, I actually kind of want to see Season Marksman work, but first of all, we're going to have to see these big roots onto Zammy Bars, as well as a little stun from Stonia. She's going to go ahead and start doing some damage onto him as well. But he's going to go ahead and walk away. Fat Orb from Li Ming. Going to do some nice damage onto Meliodas. But again, just damage. That's all.
No deaths yet. Minute and 40
deaths
in.
yet.
We're going to see Wholesome Halfwits make their way onto their siege camp as ReGen Retro shortly thereafter, coming back to theirs. And this is the tried and true Raynor Jaina combo.
Oh, yeah.
But it's kind of doubling down, right? Because you've also got Tyrande with stuns and potentially slows. You've got Blaze with stuns and slows. And you got Rexar, who can have stuns and eventually maybe slows.
Yeah, plenty of that.
So it's pretty much just like constant ace in the hole value. It's pretty much just saying here, Raynor have 15% additional damage at all times.
For sure, for sure.
So haven't seen a whole lot of Sonya when casting. Mudge takes Sonya a fair bit, really likes her. But I don't ever see him take the slam build. So this is kind of an interesting build.
This is going to be a fun game.
Yeah. Oh, Splash getting just obliterated there. Alun's Chosen coming out trying to keep him alive. But that Arcane Orb.
Yeah, that'll hurt. That'll do it.
And we do have here the Li Ming going into Dominance with Power Hungry. So kind of expecting this to be a Calamity build. It looks like we're going to get 2 for Wholesome Halfwits. Oh, Deltron, though.
Yeah, I was watching that. Deltron wanted to get an interrupt onto Anduin, but paid the ultimate price for it. For a brisk interrupt.
Yeah.
I have a
Zammy Bars.
Oh, he's getting... Yeah, sorry. He got body blocked. He is going down, maybe... maybe not. He gets a Li Ming as a trade, so that's something.
Yeah, and you know, Blaze can be a little bit hard to kill when he's got the healing. Splash coming in, getting very low. Like, ReGen Retro right now is looking almost like they want to just int for kills.
We win these.
They did manage to get the Tyrael there, though. So, and you know what? Trait value onto both Misha and Rexar. So there you go, coming back right away. He's practically like he never died.
Yeah. So what I was trying to say, Aero, I have a feeling we're in for a booty clencher. It's just a feeling.
Yeah?
I think so.
I mean, so far it's been pretty balanced. 2 kills to 3. And the way that these teams are playing, like, man, I don't know. I feel like Wholesome Halfwits has been more collected, and ReGen Retro has been kind of, I don't know, like, it feels like they're more aggressive than they should be, maybe. But they haven't really paid for it that much. So we'll see. Siege Camp's going to be picked up by both teams. And now we're going to see a big old fight over this altar.
Yeah. Alright. Misha gets a nice stun on Crooked Smiles as well, followed up by Zami Bars getting his stun as well, but not going to land the kill. A nice leap of faith, going to pull Sonya out of trouble. But here it comes again. Same combination, same players, and again, Crooked Smile just walks out, actually finds herself in Misha.
And Wholesome Halfwits is very low on their health there. G-Money, or Crooked Smile rather, trying to pull away. Zamibar's getting that jet propulsion, but Falstad sticking onto the Jaina is going to get the kill there. They get the kill onto Blaze. The reset's coming out, helping them to get the kill onto Raynor. And that Calamity is setting Li Ming up for just massive kill pressure here.
Yeah, big time.
28 to 36, the count so far, as Wholesome Halfwits picking up the 2 points earlier, the two altars rather, and they've got pretty significant pressure in both the top and the mid lane.
You really love to see it.
Level 10's coming up here for Wholesome Halfwits.
Yes, we got a leap. I love it.
Leap and Light Bomb.
Oh, this is gonna be such a fun game, Aero.
Is it Judgment? Tell me they go full on into the memes.
No, here's what they really do. What they really do is they have Falstad fly in, and as he starts flying, the light bomb goes on him.
I don't like it.
I can feel you
It's
hating me.
Judgment! Oh my goodness, I'm so looking forward to this. Both teams gonna pick up forts here, but I mean, there's no doubt this is in favor of ReGen Retro. This is much better for them to get that one. But Judgment, there's the leap.
Oh,
Light Bomb coming in, they do get the stun.
Yeah, it works. It's fine. That's fun. That's really fun. But actually, Frontal Pants is getting focused by that fort the whole time. And almost died to it, but walked out of range. So.
And here comes ReGen Retro. They do have the Water Elemental going out. Jaina, however, under so much pressure, is going to fall, and as is Tyrande, but Sonya's going to pay for it as well. Dr. Sigelli's getting very low here. The Water Elemental might be able to finish it, and it does.
Oh,
Zamibar's
wow.
trying to get away. Probably still has jet propulsion.
No, he used it when while rooted.
Okay. So two down on either side, so we may just see a split. Let them get their own side and call it good.
Is this the gentleman's agreement? Everyone's favorite? Yeah.
And that's still 4 points and 4 points because each team picked up one of the towers.
What's Falstad's basic attack looking like? 187? Not bad.
And it does look like ReGen Retro is going to come down and try to defend this tower. So we got the 3. There's the Judgment going out. There's the Light Bomb and the Leap. And Splash able to hit the Adrenaline Rush. Is going to be able to make it out. The question is, where do we go from here? Blaze doesn't have Unstoppable. Tyrande going to fall, though. Jet Propulsion's going to get the stun. Jaina does make it here. Pops her ultimate. Doesn't get a whole lot of value out of it, but you know what? Rexar, in the meantime, was able to pick up top. And Jaina did get that camp, so I don't think the camp's going to make a whole lot of value here.
Probably not.
So ReGen Retro does have this tower to kind of fall back to.
Yeah.
Because that didn't go down. It's still sitting at half health.
I mean, I expect it to go down soon. They're pulling off of it. They might as well give it up. They know that they can't defend it without everybody, so.
Yeah, and we did see Rexar was kind of coming down. Didn't have anything to do in mid lane. The lane was just too far pushed. Might have been considering coming down to try to help defend the tower, but ultimately going to head up into the top, continue to work on that XP as they are 13 to 13 now. So after the first 2 Slam Towns, we do have Whirlwind at 7 and 13. So interesting setup. Oh, that jet propulsion looked a little funky. All right, so Rexar is going to channel mid. He's going to get pushed off, though. Taranda's going to try to channel bot, as is Jaina once again. The poke's coming out. So there's the Judgment, rather. Great combo onto Meliodas, but the bunker's saving him.
This is why I love Bunker! Except Jaina goes down anyway. Dr. Zuchelli gonna get pulled out by Freckle Pants, but... Oh, Crooked Smile going down because of that jet propulsion along with Jimmy. And Tyrael as well.
What a great play. Now, Falstad's sitting
really
on that altar. We see the pings calling for it, saying, hey. But they're not going to get it. They're just going to get the bottom altar. So, split on those 4 points. Falstad's going to head up into the mid, continue on with the XP soak. So, we do see Wholesome Halfwits here sitting a little bit ahead in the XP, about 3/4 of a level, 20 to 28. So, still pretty close between the teams here.
I'd have Bunky. I loved it. That was such a good Bunky. Aero, oh shoot, wait. Never mind.
Oh, great Pyromania there from Zambibar's, making use of the unstoppable. Because otherwise Blaze dies there. Here comes the Boars and the jet propulsion coming in, trying to get a stun. Doesn't quite land. There's the leap onto 3. Jaina, good night. Bunker going out, but just too late. And we might see a dead Rainer here as well. It's not looking great.
No.
Deltron falling very low, so that's a triple kill. We'll call it 3 1/4.
Oof.
And that started, that was almost a disengage until the Boars came out. And then everybody's like, hey, all right, we might be able to do this. But Blaze was just an inch away from being able to get a massive stun there. That's going to give Wholesome Halfwits the bottom tower. Ooh.
You'd love to see it.
And this is at a point where you've got triple altars coming in too, Rek.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say that. It's looking real good for Wholesome Halfwits right about now.
Well, it's looking less good if you keep getting stalled on your hearths.
Yeah, that's true.
It looks like ReGen Retro's wanting to come up into the top. Now, they don't have 16s. Oh crap, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
That was 3 points that just went through. 5 points coming from Falstad, and he's going to be able to fly. Meliodas is going to get Judgment. And Tyrael all by himself, though. Never mind. Sonya's here. She's going to get the leap into the bunker. And Dr. Zajelli is going to fall on the Tyrael. Freckle Pants with the light bomb. Crooked Smile may go down as well. So 2 for 1 so far here. As Blaze trying to do some work into this backline. Deltron going to be able to channel. So that's ultimately 6 points for 8 points. And 1 more kill for each team. Although, oh man. If Crooked Smile had more mana... And by Crooked Smile I mean G Money Drums. Then that was a dead Blaze there, but yeah, Liming was just out. But there are more points coming in, so instead of 6 for 8, it's now 6 for 11. ReGen Retro now 9. Wholesome Halfwits 22. And this is what I was saying earlier. This is why that trade that ultimately Wholesome Halfwits made earlier, where they took the top and ReGen Retro had the bottom, was not a good trade. It didn't work out as great as this one did, though. Yeah. Wholesome Halfwits just got 6 points because of that.
Some good stuff.
And they're on the boss now, too.
Yeah, it's getting smelled out. Yeah, there it is. The Sentinel knows. And Rexar shooting out them boars.
But there's nobody really close from ReGen Retro, so...
No, it's nothing that can be done about that.
Holy Ground's going to secure the boss for them, so now 5 points to 22. And with bottom going back over to ReGen Retro now, 4 to 4, that means that we've got a 2 altar requirement for Wholesome Halfwits to win. ReGen Retro's setting up pretty aggressive here for their defense. Oh my goodness.
Ooh. This combo is just insane.
You know, we talked about it in the last 2 games, the stun chain combo, and it's working really well for Wholesome Halfwits here as well.
Well, obviously, I think it's just safe to say that stuns are broken. They should be removed from the game.
I mean, that seems like the appropriate response, right? Let's go to Reddit.
Yeah.
All right, that's 4 points. It's down to 1. ReGen Retro's got their back against the wall. This is the end of the season. And bot lane now has both siege camps up. It's 18-19, about a full level lead so far here for Wholesome Halfwits. Top camps up as well. And while neither team has the tower down in these lanes, I mean, it's still, you have to be mindful of it because those points, those sappers turn into points. All right, Blaze looking out here is going to pop the Unstoppable. I don't think he's got, never mind, he does. Gonna land onto the Anduin. Light Bomb coming out is gonna hit onto Blaze as he came out of the bunker, but doesn't matter. Jaina gets the kill onto Anduin. Dr. Sajelli going in with the Judgment is not able to make it out with Druins. And that's a great place to start for ReGen Retro, because now they're gonna get control of the bottom tower. And that's really strong with this double tower coming up, or double altar coming up in the bot and mid.
Yeah, for sure. That's gonna be assuming they get it, that's a 10-pointer.
Still a while to come up though.
Yeah, well,
there it is. And these should be, I mean, it should be feasible for them to get both of these. Level 20 is now available for Wholesome Halfwits, but by the time these altars come up, I mean, Tyrael and Anduin will just be rezzing. And I love this play from ReGen Retro. Getting this middle tower down means that 10 points turns into 12 points.
Yeah.
They're not quite able to get it though.
No. Li Ming said, nope, I don't want that.
So we did see the area crater there, so Sonya does have even more potential chaos for this team to deal with. 1-12. And right now, Wholesome Halfwits kind of hanging out at the line, trying to get what damage they can into this fort. We did hear the boars go out, but there was no follow-up there.
No, I mean, Anduin wanted to get that nice leap of faith, get his friends out of there.
All right, Misha going in, looking for the Tyrael, the bunker coming down. And it's going to get pretty much deleted here. There's the combination onto Splash, but it's actually Li Ming that falls. I don't even know how that happened. Raynor now. What just happened, Rek?
I am flabbergasted. I am appalled, disgraced. Not really. That was kind of awesome. I did.
That started off with an Ariad crater and then just turned into Wholesome Halfwits cratering.
Question mark? Was it Winterview? Was it?
I mean, it was Jaina that killed Li Ming, and that instant kill onto Li Ming is ultimately what set them up to continue that. They get the mid fort.
Oh, they're going the rounds.
Bottom altars coming up. They've got the sappers in bottom lane. Potentially as many as 6 points here. They're picking up top. I don't know if they have enough time to get top. 1, 2, 3. 3 points there from those sappers, and now they're making their way onto the altar. You see the pings there to use the teleport, and that's got to be coming from Wholesome Halfwits because they just don't have the time.
No, they really don't. And the smite was there just like a quarter of a second too late, and Dr. Cacelli pays the ultimate price.
And this is game right in this bottom lane. They sent Tyrael there, but didn't even stall out the point. Oh, and Boss is up as well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And they don't have Tyrael for Holy Ground. They've got to get up here. No. I don't know that the only thing that they could possibly do is Ariad Crater.
It's not even
at the right time.
Done. It's done. It's over. Blaze is gonna go ahead and distract for it. Oh my goodness.
And ReGen Retro pulls it off. Holy cow. What a finish to that game. That was such a crazy fight. I think I want to rewind that.
Yeah, no, please do.
Let's do the stats and then I'll see if it'll let me rewind. I think it'll let me rewind.
I want to see it too.
I don't usually rewind on these, but we're done, so we may as well, right? I mean,
yeah.
crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, there's stats. Let's see if
Maybe
it'll
it was
let
just
me.
like a blizzard and wintermute and everyone.
Oh, it won't let me do it.
It won't let you rewind. Is it because I'm here? I can leave.
Oh no, wait. There we go. Nope, I just had to. I forgot I had to pull up the overlay.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see. That would have been about there, maybe.
Might have been around the file like 16.
Okay, there's that. So
do I have to rewind too?
no, I'm just trying to zone it back to the right place here, and I'm hoping it doesn't break it.
Yeah, I know.
Which it might have just done.
It very well might have. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my Heroes of the Storm just crashed.
Oh, it crashed. Okay.
Well,
Oh, I have it though. Hold on. Maybe I can. Whoa, those are some bizarre polygons. It was also like you. Oh, you missed it by like seconds. Hold on.
well, can you rewind it?
I can rewind. Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, we can't see it, but
No, nobody can. Only me.
unless you turn your camera around.
Wait, we can do this. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Wait. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, I'm looking at the tower right now. You gotta
Here, hold on.
gotta
Let
fix
me-
your positioning on this.
Okay. Let me try and figure this out.
Oh my god, Rec. Rec, it's fine. It's in the stream. We can
No,
just go back and clip
No.
it.
I can do this. I promise.
I do want to shout out Golden Blaze for the follow there earlier. Appreciate it.
Okay. Oh, look at these. All right, here we go.
Oh my
Can you
god,
see it?
those polygons.
Yeah. All right, so we got
There's
that.
the Judgment. There's yeah, we can't see anything, dude. It's we see the
It's
crater.
just all this damage. I don't. There's a blizzard in the center of it.
Oh,
There's a blizzard in the center of it, so I think that's where the bulk of the damage came from.
yeah. Well, fair enough. Again, that can be clipped. I think that is a clip play. That is a highlight play. So those of you from Retro that are here, clip that. Send it in. That needs to be
It's-
shown
that
on
is my
Nexus Edge
chest.
because holy cow. And it was over in like 3 seconds. Just so much.
Yeah, it just ended.
So congratulations to ReGen Retro. They are going to move on to the semifinals of Division A. Really great play by them. And let's go ahead and put that up here on the brackets. See how that looks now. As soon as I find it. All right, so ReGen Retro will play against Dread Pirates, the number 2 versus the number 3 team. And you know what? While we're here, we can take a look and see how did that go for them in the regular season. Let's see, ReGen Retro versus Dread Pirates. That was a 2-0 in favor of ReGen, or I'm sorry, in favor of Dread Pirates. That was actually an NGS Game of the Week at near the end of the season.
Ooh.
Just a couple weeks ago, so tall order for ReGen Retro here.
Yeah.
But if they
That was
play
a-
like they did in Game 2, and, you know, to a certain degree like they did in Game 3, I think they've got a chance.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean that was a great series. I think both sides really showed just absolutely amazing stuff. Really, that was such a close series. It literally went down to 1 point. The whole series. I'm not talking just about the one game. The whole series went down to 1 point. I love it. That's a great way to end it.
Absolutely. But a tough loss for Wholesome Halfwits. You know, I mean, they had a good season. They were just barely behind in points. And, you know, really, really good job by them. And looking forward to seeing them in Season 9. Thanks, everybody out there, for watching. Hope you had a great time with the replay cast. And we'll see everybody again soon.